Hi, Neorezi des. So today it's been a while since we post anything about Vanguard. So this is me trying to create new content, new series. So for this one is for Bastion. It is BT2 updated. So we're gonna show you the Negro Lazy choice for this series guide for Bastion. And okay, first we're going to show you step by step the deck list and templates, and also tech choices. Like the highlights of the updates and what you can do to further personalize this deck towards your playstyle, and also it stands in the current meta. Of course, it's BT2, it's the Leonard's meta, so Bruce is everywhere, so this is our take on it, so stay tuned. So here we are on the right line. This is the right deck. So we're going to run the full Bastion line, no tweaks. Okay, first we're going to talk about starter standard as usual. You go second, you draw extra, and then fourth. As you guys know, when you ride upon groups, you reveal 2 grade 3s, and then you check the deck. If it's a normal unit, you call it to the rearguard circle, and then if it's not, you put it to drop instead. The second skill, the rearguard skill, you won't use it much, so it's just if you have grade counter plus 1, if you have grade 3, you power plus 5k. You won't use it because it's a rearguard skill, and we are not using this in the main deck. So next will be Rooks. Rooks is also a good card. Sadly, we are only using 1 copy. It's in the right line itself. So similar to Fort, you need to reveal grade 3s, and this time it's 3 grade 3. When you ride upon Bastion, you reveal 3 to draw 1 card. So that's it. And then so for Bastion, I mean the cards everyone you know, it's also called the Bastion. So Bastion skill is if focus continuous all your grade 3 during your turn plus power 2k, and then once per turn if you draft check grade 3, you can discard 1 card, stand 1 of your rear guards, power plus 10k. So it's basically it. No personal right restrict, so everything you can go, you write, then draft check grade 3, and then you continue Bastion. So that's basically Bastion. So next we're going to discuss the tech choices and the highlights of the deck. Alright, next will be the grade 1 tech. So grade 1 we're going to use for these angels. So basically, end of boost, you so +1, retire itself, you draw a card. So, and then the other grade 1 we're going to use is obviously for PG. This is quite a simple choice. So I will explain later why I'm running this instead of going for the full grade 3 builds. So moving on, I'm going for the grade 3s. Alright, so for grade 3, for the rest of the deck, I'm running 3 Bastion. Obviously going for the Persona Ride for a very strong turn. Obviously plus 10k. If you are playing, you will hitting 25 ask for 15k trigger, 15k shield. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So next I'm gonna run for Fasado, as usual, your on hit pressure, also as your resource replenish, and then another grade 3 we're going to run Alden. It's the Pot of Greed for this deck. So basically skill is counter blast 2, sword blast 1, you call another grade 3, you call 1 card to the rearguard circle. If you call a grade 3, you draw 2 cards. And then the second ability is on attack. If you have 3 or more grade 3 during this turn, until the end of the turn, this unit plus 5k. So this one everyone knows, it's stackable, so a good restanding choice for Bastion. And then we are going to run the very good card, Reflux. So skill is pretty simple. Move itself to the soul, select 1 grade 3, grade 3 rearguard, power plus 10k. So it's fill in your soul and also buff your restanding target. And then for the last grade 3 unit slot, I'm going to run the defensive option, 3 Cocabills. So 3 Cocabills, this is considered a 10k shield because it includes herself as the count. So basically you're going to run 3 front row 3 grade 3, rear v rear, and also it itself appear, and then 10k shield. So basically that's it for the grade 3 units. So for grade 3, now we're talking about orders. We are running straight for, I'm not sure what's the name for this one, but I call it consider this the stride card because it's enable very good things. So ability is you play this order, counter +1, soul +1. It's activate these effects depending on the number of grade 3 you have on the field. So if you have two grade 3s, one of your unit, power +5k. Second one, 3 grade 3 units, you 1 draw. So basically, counter +1, soul +1. If you have 3 front rows, 3 grade 3 front rows, you draw a card. So it replenishes itself. And then, if you have 4 more, drive +1. So this is basically another version of Pot of Greed, but instead it draws you 1 card and it draws you another in form of a drive check. Pretty neat. So it's triple drive, also increases your chance to get more triggers and check the grade 3 that you need for the Bastion restand. And the last part of the deck, we're going to talk about triggers. So we are running 7 criticals. So the reason why 7 criticals is because you basically multi-attack a lot. So 7 criticals is more than enough for, in our opinion. The reason why is we need to make space for the fronts. This is the first effect trigger. The effect is universal for everyone. It's if opponent Vanguard grade 3, shield +5k, so it's a 20k shield. It's a defensive option that Bastion really needs because of the grade 3s line up in the deck. So basically most of the cards in these decks are grade 3. Yeah, you need as much shield as you can for your, let's say you didn't finish it on turn 3, so you need defensive options. Alright, moving on, of course we're going to run 4 heal triggers. It's a no-brainer in the standard since we still don't have recyclers yet. And of course we're going to run Keter Century overtrigger Armatinoa. So that's pretty much it. Next I'm going to discuss the tech choice highlight from the booster, what you can use, and also what you can change to further personalize this deck. We are discussing the tech choices, so of course I'm going to show you tech choices from the BT2 and BT1. So yes, let's talk about the unit first. So this is the new grade 3, the triple red. Skill is if you personalize this turn, this card can boost. So yeah, 15k. You just need to personalize compared to this one. You need to soul +2 for a boost. Let's talk about this as well. So this needs soul. So sometimes if you don't have reflux, so you don't have soul to continuously use it. So in the old meta, yes, this is nice, but in Leonard's meta, it's still vulnerable. Still, these two still are vulnerable in the Leonard's meta. So next, moving on, another tech. This one is a replenisher, source replenisher. So when you discard from your hand, you can +1, soul +1, you draw a card. So this one can help you during your for your right lines, and also it can help you during the Bastion turns when you discard to restand. So basically you don't lose any hand. Yeah, it's a good tech option. If you want to run this, you want to maintain your hand size, it's very welcome as an addition to your deck. So next is a control option. So this one is quite famous for control Bastion. So basically skill is soul +1 grade 3 is specifically required for the grade 3, and you select one rear guard. All of the rear guard in that column goes to the bottom of the deck. So it's for the pesky, let's say trickster. If you can return it to the bottom of the deck, or anything that have like a resist skill. So yeah, it's a good tech choice. Secondly is another Pot of Greed. So it's counter +2, draw 2, and then one of your unit power +5k. So yeah, basically same as Alden, but if you want to run this, make sure you have Facade, because you need to replenish the Counterblast too. If not, you're gonna fighting resources with Alden to Counterblast to draw 2 cards. Basically the same thing. So if you're on the budget side, you can use this one. If you still don't have Alden, yeah, this is a good choice. Next we're going to discuss the downside in the current meta for this deck and how it stands currently in the current meta. So alright, so Bastion's strength in the current meta is still the same. It's both its offensive prowess and also in a defensive way. So let's start with okay. I'm going to share some of my opinion. So when you write up the deck, so you're going to reveal your grade 3 twice to activate Fort and Rook's ability. So keep in mind, when you reveal your grade 3, make sure you reveal the same card. Let's say in your hand, for the first one, you're going to reveal these 2 cards, Posado and Alden. Your opponents already know you have these 2 cards. So then, by any means, when you activate Fort skill, reveal the same 2 cards plus that 1 card that you will obviously play during your grade 3 turns. So this is to avoid your let's say when I reveal the grade 2 turns, I reveal it this way, and suddenly on the 3rd turn I reveal it this way. This already open up the information that you have additional grade 3 and opponents can think ahead of you. So that's one of the way that we play with Bastion. I'm gonna keep that in mind. So offensively, basically you're gonna set out a field with let's say Alden, this one and this one. Okay, so when you have these 3 cards, then you're gonna play this one. So of course you're going to play all this abilities. Your standing target, let's say opponent is also at 5 damage, so for Sa won't be doing much. So you're going to pass everything to Alden, and then you draw 1 card, and then you drive checks. So the reason why we are playing, let's say with these cards, Reflux goes to Soul. Like I said, Leonard's ability, it can battle in a column. So basically you want to play with as minimum back row as you can. This is to avoid the greater multi-attack potential. So you want to like tone down the final rush turn. So you need to keep that in mind. Otherwise, due to Bastion massive amount of grade 3, that rush won't be able to protect you. So also we're going to use the angel. The reason why you're going to use the angel is it powers up, and also it cycles through your deck faster. So it doesn't matter if let's say you draw a trigger, it's still considered as a shield. So you need to make sure you play effectively, like this kind of way. So it can be any other grade 3. You can still have, like, let's say 1 Reflux in front if you don't have anything. The point is you want to keep your formation as tight as possible, because if you still have Reflux behind and you can't boost, even if you're not playing against Leonard, if you're going to guard, let's say with Kokabil, it's still amounted to 10k shield. You need to commit to the board just to get additional shield. So it's better to have to control your hand size, and then yeah, either win the turn or you survive with better resources to play the next turn. That's not much. Now everything is centered about getting over Leonard, because that thing hits hard. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. We're trying to post as many deck reviews if we can. Trying to pick up the pace and trying to create content for you guys. So that's all. Jane!